thank you for watching, thanks for tuning in. We're talking batteries this week. I've had a bit of a battery issue for a little while, and being a Yorkshireman, I can be quite conservative with my money. So I'm tossing up whether I need a new battery or not, and I've had a few issues starting the motorbike. So I don't know whether it's because I don't use the bike enough, and because of that the battery is sulfating. I did put the battery on a charge a week or so ago on a charge and condition, so it reconditioned. I don't believe that's something you want to be doing too often, but that's the first time I've done that with this battery. And it was okay for about a week, and then I went to start the bike in the morning and nothing, just would not turn over. It seemed to be that the battery was flat. So I charged it up overnight, just a regular charge I believe then, because I've only done the one recondition, and that's held out for so long, maybe just a week or so, and not so much not being able to start the bike. It hasn't been dead since then, but starting the bike has been a bit of an issue. It's been slow starting, so it's a bit sluggish in its start. So I've been testing the battery for its output. We'll have a look in the garage now. So with the issues that I've been having with the battery, I charged it up the other night and put a full charge in there. I think it sat at around 12.8, and I then immediately after charging the battery up, I did a reading, and it was 12.8 dropping down to 12.6 within about 5 minutes or so. I've left it overnight again and did a test this morning, and it was reading at around about 12.6. I've got a cheap automotive digital multimeter here, set it to 20 volts I think it is for a test, and we'll see what it's like. Now the actual battery itself here is a Yuasa. It's a standard battery that comes with the bike. This bike is 2 years old, just over, and I'm surprised I'm having some battery issues. The bike doesn't start the best. We have gone into winter here in WA, but yet it's not that cold. Nothing like in the UK from where I came from anyhow. So the battery itself says 12.4 volt. This battery is filled with acid. If the stabilized open circuit voltage is below 12.4, this needs charging. It sits around 12.4 best of times when it's had a full charge, and then it sort of depletes a bit. It seems to sit at 12.4, so that suggests that this this battery needs permanently charging, which makes me think there's something wrong with it, like it needs replacing. But I'll do a reading now. Obviously black to black and red to red. Now as far as I'm aware, you're supposed to do a 30-second reading for this. It's currently saying 12.41, 12.40, 12.41, 12.40. Seems to have stabilised at 12.41. Went up to 4.2 then. But for argument's sake, let's say it's 12.4. Now 12.4, I had a look at a chart this morning on the internet. I think 12.4 12.4 is around 60% roughly. So the sign on the battery suggests it needs charging up at 12.4. It's just read at 12.4, and yeah, I've got starting problems, so I think I need a new battery. Let's just try and start the bike up now, and just let's have a listen to how it starts up. Not exactly an immediate press and fire up. It was a press and a slight think about it and then fire up. It didn't sound too bad, but I think I definitely have some issues with it. But why, after 2 years only, just over 2 years, is the battery no good? I bought this second hand. I've had it 6 months, just slightly longer than 6 months. I don't ride it every day. I tend to ride it on a weekend. When I do ride it in the week, it's not ridden far. It's just local, just to work and back, which isn't far at all. So the bike, I know, is not getting a full run out every single day. Most weekends it does have some run out, but maybe not enough, and that's why the battery's slowly draining and just depleting. It's a bit of a shame. I have actually bought a battery online. That's going to come for another week and a half's time. It's not desperate yet as I need it, but I've had a few fails in the morning starting this bike, so I'm pretty certain I need a new battery.
So there's definitely a problem. As I've mentioned now, I actually have purchased another battery. I just want to make sure that I actually have not wasted my money, basically, that I've definitely bought a battery which was required. So apart from the slight issue starting the bike, nothing else funky has been going on. So the lights haven't been dimming. Brake lights I don't think have been an issue. You know, obviously I can't see from behind, but no one's commented that they can't see my brakes or anything. As I'm been riding on a night time, I can see that the lights are very bright, so I think once the bike's running it's fine. So I don't think there's a fault on the bike that is causing the battery to deplete. I think it's just there's an issue with the battery itself. Now, I'd have thought, really, a battery not even, well, about 2 years old should still have plenty of life in it. The chap who had this bike before me, I don't think he used it that much, so that may have been the start of the problems, potentially. I don't overly ride this bike every single day. When I do ride it, if I do ride it more regularly, as I've mentioned, it's just to work and back. So maybe the bike, for the battery, is not getting plenty enough run out. So I am quietly confident. That's the problem I've been thinking of, is that what if I buy a new battery and then I have the same issue again with a new battery? Is it then something on the bike which is problematic? I don't think that is the case. So I would have liked to have thought that a brand new battery would last over 2 years. This has, if for argument's sake, it has lasted. As I've mentioned, I think it's holding roughly a 60% charge in the battery, so it doesn't matter if it's charged up fully the following day. It's going to be back down to 60% regardless. These batteries are supposed to be actually good. These Yuasa make the batteries for many manufacturers, so it's not a Mickey Mouse company that's churning these batteries out. So I don't think anything is going wrong with the bike, hopefully anyhow. I haven't had it checked over by my mechanics from the dealer. I don't want to be charged to tell me the same thing I think that's happening is basically I need a new battery. So I'd rather save me money. As I've mentioned, I'm a Yorkshireman. How do? This actually, believe it or not, is the first day of winter. (24 degrees) and a beautiful day. The thing is, tomorrow is forecast to be an absolute shocker. Apparently raining all day and something like 50 mil of rainfall in that time. So I'm taking advantage of giving the bike a run out, along with enjoying the nice weather we have currently. I don't know when I'm next going to get out on the bike. I am a fair weather rider. I don't particularly like being out on the bike. Well, I'll show you at some point. You'll see how scuddy this bike looks because I've been riding it through the rain to work this week. Actually, take a look at these pictures. It's a bit of a mess. I'm in the camp of motorcycles are supposed to be ridden and not looked at. It's nice if you have a nice looking bike and all that, but do you really want to spend all that time polishing and gleaming things, especially chrome, if you have chrome pipes? Are you really that keen? I'm certainly not. So what do you think? Do you think I've made the right decision by buying a battery, or is this normal for once batteries start to deplete, roughly a 60% charge is okay? Like I mentioned, I've had a few starts in the morning where the bike hasn't started. That's obviously a reliability issue in relation to starting the bike, so not ideal. So I think I've made the right decision. Oh, this person is going 27 kilometers an hour. As you can see, we're just going to a 60 from a 50. Oh, and now we're doing 38 kilometers an hour, so we're pushing it now. I'm probably going to get a name for myself, but I do complain about the drivers around here. I think the standard of driving is appalling. That's bad driving. So I would love your feedback. What's your gripes with batteries? Has your battery been on your bike forever and still going strong? Or have you had one for like 12 months and it's packed up? Do you think I've spent my money correctly by replacing the battery? So yeah, I would welcome your comments. So thank you for watching, and bye for now. I think that says keep clear.